Brat issues an apology for her sperm donor remarks, saying that they were just misinterpreted and taken way out of context. Releasing her remarks on her hunt for a sperm donor, Brat claims that they were taken way out of context when she made an interview on Tamron Hall on Thursday. Expecting their first child together, Brat, 49, and her wife Jessica Judy Harris Dupart, 41, discussed how difficult it was for them to locate a black sperm donor during the sit-down, particularly due to Dupart's genetic markers that made finding a match more challenging. The pair said they were unhappy with the donors that were available after honing down on thousands of donors down to 224 and then about one. On an episode of their We television series, Brat Loves Judy, Brat said, "If you look like Jiminy Cricket, the 1 or 2 black people I saw, that thing ain't finna be looking like my child." Later in the interview, she provided further background, saying that she didn't think it would be offensive to anybody. "I made jokes about almost everyone I encountered. That particular joke just so happened to be included in the program. I didn't aim to offend or make disparaging remarks about black people. I suppose they found it amusing. And I didn't believe it would annoy anybody else or I would have removed it." The funktified rapper said, "I had no idea people were going to be so offended, but I meant no harm whatsoever. Individuals seize things and run with them. What is how I feel. Those who are familiar with me are aware of my lack of malice. We were searching for a black donor," the resident of Chicago said. "We want a black donor since we are black. Thus, it was simply misinterpreted and taken out of context." Brat continued to express regret for the remarks, stating, "I'm really sorry if I upset anybody. It wasn't intended to be insulting in any way. However, it was just a joke between the doctor, my wife, and myself. We joke about like that." The couple also discussed how much more difficult it was than they had anticipated to obtain a sperm donor. "We never gave it any thought. We were particularly concerned about the IVF procedure itself," as Brat put it, "since she had to get shots in her stomach at first and take all these hormonal medications. I also had to give myself shots, and she had to give me shots. After the eggs were extracted, she ended up in the hospital with blood clots in her lungs. She also said that she had polyps in my uterus and ended up miscarrying. There were simply so many distinct elements. However, we assumed that the donor portion would be simple and straightforward."